There's a mailman. Show Charlie. Charlie's looking at me. Good. I don't know if you had problems with the mailman, but when he first came, he would bark at the mailman or anybody else, also people with dogs or whatever. So I just called him to come to me every time. He got a reward for choosing to break away from the distraction. Now all he does, before I can say come, is he looks at me and all I have to say is good. So try to keep that up if you're going to take him out, because he knows how to do it. It's just that the person that's holding the leash has to do their part, or else he won't do his part. We are going to practice right now his down. Okay, down. Good, and that was perfect. He did it with just me telling him once, which is what we do, is we teach the dog to do it the first time. You never want to repeat the command. You already saw us do sit and what to do in case he doesn't do it. With down, if he did not respond the first time I told him, I would not have said it again. I just would have gently but firmly, I would have lifted my left foot and put a little bit of pressure on the leash. Most likely he sees the foot go up and he just drops because he knows what that means. You don't have to bend over, you don't have to point, you don't have to snap your fingers, you don't say a word. If you say the command, he doesn't do it, don't wait for him to think about it, just make sure he goes there. It's the pattern. Every time he hears it, he ends up there. That's how I taught him in the first place. You can imagine what it was like teaching him down. At first, I would have to apply a little bit of pressure and then lure him, coax him down until he realized, hey, this is a good thing to do because I get rewards. Once he knew that, then he started doing it. But you know, it took a little while. But he's there now, and all you have to do is just do the moves, and stay is built into down. Good, so you can step away, you can walk around. He can almost handle walking all the way around him. Good. In order to do that, that's huge for him to be able to accept a person walking all the way around, because he was so jumpy at one time. But in order to make this work, the way you want to do it, if you want to keep working on it, is give him his reward first. And you need to give him an ample amount, a bigger amount, so that he's busy eating while you do it. So let's see if we can pull this off for the camera. See this? Good. He's munching on that. No. If he gets up before you release him, you do that. So that time I went around his right side. This time I'm going to go around his left, because if you do the same thing, which would be going around the same side, and he makes a mistake 2 times in a row, now you have a very bad pattern. You don't want to start a pattern of him making mistakes 2 times in a row or 3 times in a row, God forbid. So now we're going to do the same thing, but we're going to go the other way, and we're only going to go partial. See, he only got up when I was almost to the end. So this time I'm shooting for success, so I'm only going to go halfway and come back. Good. I'm just going to go halfway and then come back and reward him so that I can have success. Good, and come back and reward him for staying there. So I'm just showing you this to show you how we got to the point that we got now. I couldn't step away from him at first without him popping up when I was right here. And then I started going like this, close by, and rewarding him, and finally out here. Everything step by step by step by step. Little increments, that's how we taught him. So use food if you're going to do something hard. Reward, and while he's munching on it, you're going to desensitize him to whatever you do, and do it gradually and slowly. If he makes a mistake, back it off and try something a little bit less, and work, build on your successes. And so now I'm going to do it on the other side. Go back to the side he made a mistake on. Good. And only go halfway and come back and reward him. Good. And every day you go a little bit farther, you go a little bit farther, just a little bit farther, and pretty soon he's desensitized to that, and you don't need the food anymore. And then you move on to the next challenge. And this is a success. Like if this is all you did every day with a downstay, one downstay, and just do what you've seen me do in the last 3 or 4 minutes, that's a good day. End on a success, end it before he's burnt out, end it while he's still having fun, because tomorrow he'll be a little bit better, and in a few weeks you'll be amazed at how far you can get. Okay.